Round?
Well, it was August 20th of 2011, he said both moving and or using would change the U.S. calculus. I think it is abundantly clear that that red line has been crossed.
Really?
Absolutely. It's interesting, you see in the Senate a Republican and Democrat coming out saying we better do something. In the House, the same, Republicans and Democrats saying we're going to do something. Now is the time. If we're going to have any hope for any diplomatic solution and stop the wholesale slaughter, so up to 70,000 and more, in Syria, which is now spilling up to the doorstep of Israel. It's causing huge problems in Jordan, Turkey. This is a growing destabilizing event in the Middle East. The fact that they have, I think, put chemical weapons in a position to use, and I believe have intent and at some course during the last 2 years have used some quantity of chemical weapons, this needs to be a game changer. You know, the president went to the Middle East and said, this is a hard decision. If I go in, it might be wrong. If I don't go in, it might be wrong. Indecision in this case is dangerous to the United States.
So what should he do? I mean, are you saying direct military intervention by the United States? What would you advise him to do?
If you want to regain our ability to have a diplomatic solution, we have no faith. I mean, think of this. The opposition told the Secretary of State not interested in a meeting. Our Arab League allies talk to us frequently, and they are as frustrated as I have ever seen them because of the lack of U.S. leadership at the table. Now, this doesn't mean 101st Airborne Division and ships. It means small groups with special capabilities re-engaging the opposition so we can vet them, train them, equip them so that they can be an effective fighting force. And why that's important, Bob, is when if Assad goes next week, this is mass chaos. Think of the chemical weapons where you have Al-Qaeda on the loose, you have Hezbollah on the loose in Syria, you have elements of Hamas in Syria now trying to get their hands on this stuff. And you also have conventional weapons that makes the flood of weapons from Libya flying across northern Africa look like an antique gun show. This stuff is sophisticated, complicated, and destabilizing to the entire region.
So what you're suggesting here is training